Everyone, welcome to First Page Fundays, where I highlight a book for you by reading the first page of it. And today's selection is the upcoming release in, I believe it's coming up in May of 2024, which is Irene Hannon's Sandcastle Inn. This is her, in her series Hope Harbor. It is contemporary romance, and this is the 10th book in the series. I have not read all of them. I have most of them on my shelf, but I've only read a handful of them, and and I need to go back and read the first ones in the series. This particular one I am reading currently as a review. I'm doing a review for Revell, and so that's why I'm kind of out of order. I'm one of those people who likes to read series in order, but I haven't had that with this particular series. But I will say, from what I've read, yes, there are some characters who come in and out throughout. There's one particular character that's in all of the books, I understand. But I have had no problems keeping up. So this is not something you have to necessarily read in order. Okay, so that having been said, this is a Revell release, contemporary Christian romance. And here's what it's about. Vienna Price never intended to return for more than a passing visit to Hope Harbor and all the bad memories she'd left behind. But when your career tanks, home is where you go to nurse your wounds and chart a new course. Only temporarily, of course, because as much as she loves her quirky mom, anything more than a short stay would drive them both crazy. A trip to Oregon isn't Matt Quinn's plans either, until a perfectly timed appeal for help arrives from his sister. What better place to decompress after a shattering loss than a quiet seaside town named Hope Harbor? But R&R isn't on the agenda when he arrives to find his sister's new enterprise on life support. Vienna may have just the skills needed to resuscitate the foundering B&B, if Matt can convince her to hang around long enough to mend an inn and his heart. Okay, so, look, they even got a map of Hope Harbor. I'm going to have to go back and look at that. All right, so you can see here's all of her Hope Harbor novels. Irene Hannon also does romantic suspense, which she's very good at. This is a 2024 release. Like I said, I believe it's May. And here is the first page. Chapter 1. Good grief. What on earth had Kay gotten herself into? Matt Quinn braked, gravel crunching beneath the tires as his Mazda came to a stop in front of his sister's new business. No, scratch new. Beachville B&B might be new to Kay, but that adjective didn't come anywhere close to describing this cedar-shake covered structure with the whimsical turret on one end. Exhaling long and slow, he wiped a hand down his face as his hopes for the much-needed R&R that had fueled his long drive north from San Francisco evaporated. His sister may not have summoned him for help with her business, but how could he ignore the elephant in the room? An elephant that likely wouldn't be here if he'd done what he should have done and asked way more questions 9 months ago when she'd announced that she was going to buy a B&B on the Oregon coast. Or even come up here to look the place over. He could have accomplished that in a weekend trip if necessary. One more regret to feed the gnawing guilt that had been his constant companion for 2 long years. All right, so if you like this video, please take a moment to hit the like button down below. And also, if you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, it'll let you know when I'm posting my First Page Fun Days or when I'm posting my unboxings. I do unboxings as well. And yeah, so I love your comments. Irene respond to them all. If you want to comment below and let me know what your latest read is. Have you read anything by Irene Hannon, or have you read anything? Well, you would have read it by Irene if you read the series. Have you read this series at all? Or if you just want to say hi, that's okay too. I love your comments. Again, like I said, I read and respond to them all. So that's going to be it for today's First Page Fun Days, and have a great day.